what's up? It's your favorite guys, Caboose, a.k.a. Ronnie Bolser,
and Beef Coffee,
a.k.a. Pat. Why don't you ever say your fucking name, asshole?
Because Beef Coffee is my name.
No, that's your gamer title. I guarantee
you... It is my gamer fantasy. I will keep it as such.
It's your gamer tag, and I guarantee you, as soon as we get popular enough, you're going to get spammed with so many messages that it's not even going to...
Not if you keep on spamming them about how we're going to get so popular. We want it to happen naturally. It's all natural.
Eventually it'll happen.
No, like... They don't need to know about
Eventually it'll happen, like a duck.
You're putting the negative vibes out there talking about it like this.
Alright, whatever. Fuck you.
So on to Easy
Listening.
Okay.
Oh. Tonight, on Easy Listening. No, just kidding. Basically, we're doing a review of Superman v. Batman.
Dawn of Justice.
Dawn of Justice. And this is not a spoiler-free review. So if you haven't seen the movie...
Or if you hate spoilers.
Quit now. Go now. Get the fuck out. We don't want to see you ever again.
Slam that bathroom door and spank to your heart's content.
What the fuck?
Anything not to hear our voices of spoilage.
Our sweet, buttery spoilage voices.
I want toast now.
Basically, the movie's too good for us not to talk about all the good stuff. As is traditional with podcasts, we'll talk about what's good about it, and then we'll talk about what's bad about it.
There is good and bads to every coin.
But despite what people say about movies, there's always something good with a movie and always something bad with a movie. Except for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Michael Bay.
And Leonardo DiCaprio.
Hey, that movie was good. The Revenant? That was pretty great.
I was saying the good side, Leonardo DiCaprio. He cannot do a bad movie.
Yeah, that's true. And yet, this is the first time he's ever gotten an Emmy. Fucking kind of weird.
Yeah.
Anyways, I loved this movie 100%. It was fucking great. I don't really say that about superhero movies too often. I did because I'm a Deadpool fanboy. But I love this movie a lot. It had so many good things. All right. So basically, if you're looking at the reviews right now, Rotten Tomatoes gave it like a 2.8. 3.1, something like that, which is ridiculous because it's a fanboy's fucking dream.
An angry video game nerd is going to be talking out the ass about how bad it is too.
Apparently, I don't know, but I don't understand why it's bad, dude. I'm a comic book guy myself, and this fucking movie was a comic book boy's wet dream. I swear to God, that's exactly what I said as the movie ended because I had the reviews. I saw the reviews and I was like, that wasn't bad. What the fuck? These people don't know what they're talking about. But basically, there's a lot of stuff from the storylines in the movie that makes it good. For one, we've got storyline stuff from what's the word?
Dark Knight Returns.
Dark Knight Returns. We got good storyline stuff from Dark Knight Returns, which really shapes the Batman in this movie. And then from good storyline stuff from the Death of Superman.
And also the Man of Steel, if you usually keep in that line of the series.
Yeah, which is it was pretty dang good. To me, there was a couple of things wrong with it. For one, they made Lex Luthor not a gentleman businessman. You know how in a lot of the cartoons and comics, he's a gentleman.
This was by far one of my favorite points about the movie, which was Lex.
Yeah.
Jesse Eisenberg did an amazing job.
He did do an amazing job. I like the character. I like the change to the character, but at the same time, I can see why people wouldn't like it because it's, Lex Luthor's supposed to be like a gentleman billionaire, like posh and like the 99% motherfucker.
Well, no.
But this was what was great about it. They took Jesse Eisenberg and they made him. And they made a Lex Luthor that was beat by his father.
Apparently.
Didn't have a good relationship with his father. Was psychotic because of it. And also in the DVDs, I don't mean to spoil the DVDs either, but in the DVDs they already released the deleted scenes, so you can go watch them right now and look them up on YouTube. He literally is in contact with Darkseid in the deleted scenes for the DVD that's coming out. They already released them. I don't know why. It's fucking stupid.
Deleted seems to me like something that should only happen when you get it, the hard copy in your hand and ready to play.
Yeah, but I guess they wanted to release them to make the storyline.
Wow.
Like before the but they released it, man. It's basically a deleted scene with the SWAT team coming into the alien spaceship when Lex Luthor's in there and he's talking to Darkseid. He's talking to one of the emissaries from Darkseid's people.
Huh.
And then also there was a lot of cool stuff from Darkseid stuff too, like in the dream sequence. Those flying bug people, those were Darkseid's soldiers, flying soldier warriors. You remember?
I do.
Yeah, and that was cool too to see them, even if it was a dream sequence. But that whole thing with the Batman dream kind of weirded me out, because at the end of the dream he had like a vision of somebody from the future. You're right about him. I didn't understand that part. I was like, what the fuck?
You're the most powerful. It was weird because the costume on it looked kind of robotic, androidish.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you look at that picture and also look back to the Flash file on the LexCorp flash drive thing that Diana Prince apparently stole.
Basically, everything that they said.
It looked like Flash.
Yeah.
But it wasn't Flash.
Yeah, it was like some kind of. I don't know. It looked like for a minute there it looked like Steel to me.
But Steel, I don't recall ever going back in time.
Yeah, I know. That's what was weird about it. It looked like Steel. You know who Steel is, right? Yeah. For those of you who don't know, Steel, a superhero who takes up the mantle after Superman dies or he disappears or some shit. He's a human that puts on a suit and becomes like the new Superman.
Only to be smacked back down into submission when Superman comes back.
Yeah, but basically his name. He looked kind of like Steel though, or maybe it was Cyborg.
Could it be Red Tornado? But then again, he was all robot, and this was a flesh head we saw.
Yeah, and Tornado talks like really robotic too.
Yeah.
So I don't see that. But anyways, this movie was a fanboy's wet dream. I'm not joking about that. It had everything that you could want in a superhero movie when it comes to fanboys. And that's why a lot of people on the internet that are fanboys right now are saying this movie's fucking great. You guys are dumb. Stop nitpicking. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. But yeah,
no, I'm sorry, but I gotta give it only an 80% on my like scale.
I liked it. I don't know. There's a couple of things like I can see why people don't like the Batman that kills. Personally, I like a Batman that kills. All right, I do. I like a Batman who's like tired of the criminal shit and like fuck you. I wanna, I'm tired. I've been doing this for 20 years. Go fuck yourself. You're dead. It's just like The Dark Knight Returns. Batman in his 50s as Batman is just fucking tired of people's shit. That's why in The Dark Knight Returns he straight up just stabs Joker in the eye with a batarang. And Joker goes, "What the fuck are you doing?" He goes, "I'm tired of your shit."
Metropolis does not have problems with the guys dressed as clowns.
Yeah, that's very true. I have a lot of positive things to say about this movie. The plot, it flowed well. I mean, some people think it bounced around a lot. It does bounce around in storyline, but that's only because it's taking so many things from different storylines. It's trying to make Batman from the Dark Knight, from the fucking Dark Knight Returns. It's trying to make Superman from Superman, the death of Superman. I don't even know what the fuck they're taking for Wonder Woman. What storyline they're using for her?
Yeah, that storyline should have been burnt at the stake.
Well, was Wonder Woman ever immortal? Is she an immortal? Because that's what they implied in this movie. They implied that she was back in 1805 fighting with people in the Civil War.
One, it was 1912.
Or 1912, whatever the fuck. And you know what I mean?
And two, well, she comes from the Amazonian race, and most people are going to say is that because of her Amazonian background, they live for a long time. But it's never really stated in the comics or in any other adaptation of Wonder Woman or her race that they are.
Well, I know in the mythos, the Greek mythos, the Amazons actually like come back.
How I understand if you stay on
They
the
like
island,
come out of nowhere.
if you stay on the island, it's the kind of immortality where you're going to age to a certain point, and then you do age, but it's just hecka slow.
Hecka slow.
Yes.
All right, that makes sense. For the Greek mythology, I don't really quite understand when they put it into, because they do that a lot. I mean, they change it up a lot for like, I don't know what the fuck, the Avengers. What's that? Thor. They changed up his mythos a lot for the comic books, and they also, I guess, did the same thing for Wonder Woman.
Well, all that Stan Lee did when he was creating Thor was just taking pieces from the actual god of Thor.
Yeah.
It's not the Vikings Thor.
Yeah, it's like some other Thor that they made up, and
Why
it's,
you have Mjolnir?
yeah, and the place where people die, the warriors place that people die. What was his homeworld called?
I'm having a brain fart on Thor's homeworld, but
yeah.
you're thinking of Valhalla as far as for the transcendence.
Yeah. They're supposed to transcend to Valhalla when they die a warrior's death or some shit like that.
Yes.
But Valhalla is actually a planet or a dimensional place or some shit like that. It's interesting. I think they basically did the same thing to Wonder Woman. They made their own mythos with Wonder Woman. They took her from a Greek story, which is Amazons. And apparently, it is mostly true. There was a tribe of Amazon women who would fight with Spartans and all that other shit like that.
We found all that new evidence about actual tribes of women, yes. But whether or not they're linked to the story of Amazonian is yet to be proven.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know much about it, but I'm just saying...
But it makes sense though with the Roman women. You expect those women to just stay at home and let their men get killed all over?
Fuck no!
What happens
Spartan women were fucking. I would probably get raped if I saw a Spartan woman. You know what I mean? If I'm not the one who would rape her, she would rape me. Take off those pants. Okay, I'll take off the pants.
I think I would be all for that though.
It'd be like that one episode of Family Guy where Peter. Okay.
Lois was the man.
Yeah. Last night, Lois was the man. It's pretty funny. I like that. No, but also the cameo appearances. Let's talk about that for a second.
Cyborg, Flash, Aquaman.
Cyborg, Flash, Aquaman. Aquaman looked really cool in my opinion.
He got like a douchebag.
He got the tribal tattoos and the Aquonian armor and all that other shit.
I'm sure most of our viewers have been
called it Aquonian.
Most of our viewers have been on native
armor.
lands.
Yeah.
I'm pretty damn positive that all you need to do is just go to your local street corner, find a Hell's Angel, there's Aquaman.
I don't know why they didn't use the same Flash from the TV show. That would have been cool.
I kind of like that he would probably be Israeli.
Yeah, he looks kind of Israeli in my opinion. But that's cool. You know, diversity and all kinds of shit. I'm not racist or anything.
And also, it wasn't a hard-pressed issue of whether or not what ethnic background that Flash would be.
Well, the original is he's from Australia, right?
Well, he's always been white in the comics.
Yeah.
They have yet to do that thing with Spider-Man, where they made him apparently Mexican black.
They made a black Spider-Man.
I know they did. I said they have yet to do that with Flash.
Yeah, they've done it with. They definitely done it with.
But for a movie
the
Flash,
Green Lantern.
For a movie Flash, I absolutely do not mind it.
I was kind of disappointed that they didn't do a Green Lantern cameo because he's gonna be in the Justice League. Are they not gonna have him in this Justice League?
I haven't heard them do anything.
Or maybe it's because of the Ryan Reynolds. It put a bad taste in everybody's mouth.
No one didn't hate Ryan Reynolds. They just hated the movie.
Yeah.
Which I don't really get. I kind of like the movie. I can understand from certain perspectives why it was bad. It was
don't make it animated or green.
But in retrospect for that, though, what else would you do for the suit? It's based off of what you imagine, what your will brings you.
Yeah.
The suit made sense.
Yeah.
I guess.
So your will makes the suit? I think that's kind of stupid.
Well, the ring is powered by will.
Yeah. But anyways, we didn't see him, but we saw Cyborg, which was cool. But Cyborg was only added to the Teen Titans or to the Justice League recently.
which is
Which
kind
is-
of weird.
yeah,
this is
kinda
definitely
weird.
more into the future.
They're-
That makes him still in college.
Yeah, and there's also a lot more. I mean, there's a lot more. There was a lot more Justice League members to choose from. Why choose Cyborg?
I saw a lot more RoboCop form too.
Yeah, Cyborg's like from the Teen Titans. I never made sense of that. Is it because he was in Injustice, the video game? Oh, he was in Injustice. We'll bring him in.
That's also where the story writers fuck up.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot more veteran Justice League people you could have picked from than Cyborg. Because Cyborg has always been fairly new.
No,
I did like him in the Flashpoint, though.
Let's give the writers some credit. I'm sure they don't remember such people as Dr. Fate,
Or the Green Arrow.
Black Canary.
Who was an original member of the Justice League, by the way. Sorry about
just
that.
to name three, just off the top of the head, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, everyone wants to see a Dr. Fate.
No, they don't. They also don't want to see your dumb purple guy.
Dumb purple guy.
Yeah, who lives in the jungle, remember? No, excuse me. Oh, I got the hiccups. Sorry. Got it.
I know we're not talking about Grimace, that's McDonald's.
No, the purple guy who lived in the jungle and he passed down from sun to sun. The guy in the purple suit. Really? You're always raving about him.
Oh, the Phantom?
Yeah, the Phantom. He's gay.
He's not gay.
He's gay. I don't like him. He's a very forgettable character.
He's not even DC.
I know.
Then why even bring him up?
Because I just wanted to see you get mad.
The Shadow would be better to bring up. At least he makes an appearance in the Justice League Unlimited series.
Oh, god damn it. I'm getting hiccups and it's
Well,
pissing me
actually, that
off.
was Crimson Avenger.
Probably
So,
because I'm
never
talking
mind.
so fast. Yeah, and then, okay, so we covered The Flash, we covered Aquaman, covered Cyborg.
We covered who else they could have brought in.
Well, no, that was all of them, right? It was Flash, Aquaman, and Cyborg? Or what? Who else was in there?
Well, if you want to go that rate.
No, who was in the cameo? I don't fucking remember
There
all
was
of
only
them.
4. Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Flash, and Cyborg.
Okay. We covered all of them. Alright. We gotta say a couple more good things about this fucking thing. I don't fucking...
I'm sad to say I got negative for it.
Yeah, Pat's really negative about the movie. He doesn't...
I am not really negative. I
He's
said
nitpicking the shit out of it. We'll get to that in a couple minutes, but plot-wise, you know, like I was saying, the story really...
plot-wise, I liked.
Yeah, the story flowed together. We got a Superman who's very, very grievous because he ended up killing a lot of people, and he feels that in his heart. He's like, I know I didn't do it myself, but I still ended up doing it. It was my fault. I killed the, you know, and he's suffering from that. You can tell.
Oh yeah, he's definitely suffering. He's got Lois in his
In the bathtub,
bathtub.
yeah. Yeah, he's suffering a lot. But no, he kind of is, and that's the part of it.
It's so quick too.
Yeah.
It took Christopher Reeves nearly 3 movies. It takes this Superman 1 movie apparently
to get some action.
They already got a life. I mean, what the hell?
Yeah, they already got a life together.
If anything, that aids into my negative aspect
well,
for the
Christopher
film.
Reeves likes to take things slow. This Superman was like, fuck no, look at these abs. You gotta get in my dick right now. Plus, they already established the romance in the Man of Steel movie.
How the hell was that romance?
It was, he saved her. Bitch, you try not to get saved by a man and not fall in love with him. Falling 50 feet from a fucking building or whatever.
It better be Ryan Reynolds who saved
A goddamn alien comes down about to shoot you with laser beams with his eyes, and some guy comes in and saves you. I'm pretty sure I would be in love too.
Instantly, I'm Clark. Okay, you're mine. Let's go back to work. No, I don't see that. No.
Well, they had the whole romance in the prison too. They did the whippy thing with each other. You know what I mean? The little... Shut the fuck up. I can see how it would have... Plus, you gotta do the off-screen time of 6 months later, remember?
5 scenes in Man of Steel versus 1 scene where instantly they're together.
No, it's not instantly. In the beginning of the movie, it literally says 6 months later. They had a whole 6 months to deepen their relationship, you ass.
6 months in is time enough to say, I can trust her.
Oh.
I'm Clark.
Are you fucking kidding me? I've seen people get together a lot. I've seen people get married in 6 months. Don't fuck with me on that.
Batman has never once told any of his...
I didn't say the justice. I'm talking about
prostitutes
real life
that-
now. I'm talking about real life now. In real life, literally, there's somebody who's been together 6 months and they're getting married right fucking now.
Good for them. I bet they still don't have a joint bank account.
And
I bet they have separate.
He even got the ring for her in the movie. He was gonna give her a ring and propose to her and all that good shit.
Oh, come on. It's more romantic if he
And
crushes coal.
she put it on. Oh yeah, it was pretty cool. I like that.
That would
And
be
he made a
awesome.
diamond
Yeah,
for her.
that
That was a good thing from the old movies, yeah. But basically, the plot flows like this: disgruntled Superman, who's grieving, and because he killed a lot of people, and he's got to deal with that. He's got to deal with that on a mental basis, because it's his fucking fault. He could have fucking like shotted Zod into space and fought him in space instead of fighting him on the ground in a fucking city. Come on now.
How when Zod is going down
Punch,
to Earth?
no, you punch him. I don't fucking
They
know.
have the same power.
Throw him up into the air and fucking launch yourself at him into space. I
He's
don't
fighting
know.
against a whole Kryptonian war team.
No, when he goes 1-to-1 with Zod, everybody else is already dead from the explosion.
Who still have equal power, therefore him throwing him up there, he can just as easily stop midair like
Okay,
Superman can.
that's true. Well, you gotta get a little like left hook in there and catch him off guard and then throw him in there. I don't fucking know. All right, then we got a Batman who's sick of the death and the killing, and he's sick of criminals and he hates criminals
And he hates Superman before apparently he says one word.
Yeah, before he even gets to talk to the man.
Yeah.
Well, you can't.
Which
go
I kind of like.
you
It
know.
shows that he had the intel.
Yeah, he definitely had the intel. Well, that whole first scene. You know what? Oh god, I'll keep this for a little bit. And then we get Lex Luthor coming in, and Lex Luthor pits them against each other. He's doing all these little things to make them hate each other more and more. He's making the.
I'm not seeing so much Lex manipulating
Lex
as he's manipulating Superman.
No, he manipulates Batman too. He
Not to the
manipulates.
same extent.
No, to make him hate him. He makes Superman hate Batman with the branding. Batman brands these guys, and then Lex Luthor has the people in prison beat them up and kill them, based on the brandings. He's paying them, and then Superman sees that and goes, "You're doing that on purpose to get the prisoners to kill these people, so you don't have to kill them."
But see, the branding wouldn't instantly be a Batman thing to Superman.
No, it
Not
wouldn't.
until the killing.
No.
Therefore, it's a mute point.
No, Superman sees it as something that Batman's inadvertently doing because basically I can't kill these criminals myself. But if I brand them and send them to prison, the criminals in the prison will kill them for me.
But he still
That's
can't.
what Superman is thinking.
But he doesn't know that they would.
Yeah, it's fucked up a little bit, but that's how Lex Luthor gets Superman to hate Batman, and then Lex Luthor gets Batman to hate Superman by all that other stuff, by just constantly reminding him that he did all that damage to the city and inadvertently killed all those people, and that 1% thing. If there's even a 1% chance that he is not on our side,
I like that. I
all that
completely
shit,
agree
yeah.
with it. This, and by far, what I will say also about the movie, what I definitely liked, is that Ben Affleck made my expectations. He made Batman and Bruce Wayne come together.
Yeah, he made them come together and he made them pit against each other.
What? No, I'm talking about Bruce Wayne and Batman.
Yeah, well,
it was a good role for him. He knows how to do the separate.
yeah, but let's get back to the storyline. So Lex Luthor pits these motherfuckers against each other. Then he puts Superman into a corner. He tells Batman, and then Batman gets ready. Makes the kryptonite bombs and the kryptonite lance thing, and then backs Superman into a corner. Lex does, because he kidnaps his mom, and then they fucking have no choice to fight, so they fight. And then this is one of the dumb things I don't like about it though, but the fighting scenes were Superman beating the shit out of Batman. Then Batman sprays the kryptonite in his face. Then Batman's going pa 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 pa. Because Superman never actually learned martial arts or how to fight. He uses his brute force strength to fight. So you don't really need to learn martial arts when all you have to do is fucking hit a guy and you'll throw him all the way across the world.
Well, he later finds out that it's probably something useful to learn.
Yeah.
That's why in the comics he does know his.
He does actually train.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
he trained with Bruce Wayne.
Yeah. Well, yeah. They become friends. They do training together after that.
Yeah, but it's also shown too that.
Then Batman and Superman realize what's going on and they stop fighting and then Lex Luthor is backed into a corner now. And Lex Luthor has no choice but to use his trump card, which is Zod's body turned into Doomsday. And then they fight Doomsday. Wonder Woman shows up all badass. And
as badass as a little twiggy can be.
Fuck you. She looks good. You're an asshole. Alright. Let's get to the bad things now. We're 20 minutes into this bitch. Why not?
Alright.
Okay. Now let me say, because he's got a lot more bad things to say than... here are the couple things, bad things that I did not like. One. Fuck, I can't remember now. Okay, you do your things.
Okay then.
Why didn't you like them?
What I didn't like that definitely spouted "look at me" in the movie was one, the more commonly most notable thing that most all fanboys will do as far as nitpicks go, mash together storylines. Plot was good, story arc was good, but how is it that they have to jump from one story to another story? Pieces did not seem to sync together well, especially with the part with the fight scene when it comes to an ending. Batman's getting ready to impale Superman, and he just says, "Protect Martha."
Yeah, that's actually I actually didn't like that either. That was the part I was trying to. Martha, what the? How the fuck is that you gonna stop you from killing him?
No shit.
You got the same mom? What the fuck? My mom's name is Martha too.
Why'd you say that? Why'd you say that? I'm gonna throw a hissy fit and throw this way over there.
Yeah. Why? I don't know. I don't understand why that would stop his rage and stop him from killing. We got the same mom with the same last name.
Okay, he said a human name. That means that he knows at
humanity. Is that what they were trying to get across?
At least 5 humans that he knew on Earth out of billions.
Yeah.
He remembers 5 people, one person's name out of billions. Okay, yeah.
We gotta let him live.
We need to. That one person is important.
Yeah. That's the one thing that peeved me off and didn't make sense. It's like, what? That's dumb. You're dumb.
I had a human mom. He could have said that. That would have made more sense.
Now, see, it would have made more sense if like a little girl got into the middle of their fight or something like that.
It had been in the warehouse. No outside
But you know what? Something. Like a girl wandered in, a guy wandered in, something. They got into the middle. Somebody wandered into the middle of the fight, and Superman protects them. And then Batman realizes, oh shit, he's actually a protector. I better stop fighting with him.
But see, because of the abandoned warehouse thing,
if
that did happen, I probably still would not like what led to that point. But him doing that shows Batman at least that he does care for the people.
Yeah. How does your mom's got the same name as me show that you care for the people? Is it some kind of humanity thing that I'm not getting? I don't understand.
I'm not getting it either. I think it was more supposed to show Batman's trial with, do I have to believe him now?
Yeah. I also didn't like the dark tones of the movie, because come on, man. I'm sick of this dark tone bullshit.
I definitely like the dark tones pertaining to Batman.
Yeah, well, it fits with Batman. It doesn't fit with fucking Superman.
It does for the Man of Steel line, which is also why they went back to Action Comics storyline throughout the
I never read the Man of Steel comics. Is it really dark?
It is dark undertones.
Okay. Well, then I guess it works for Man of Steel.
Well, for the first movie when they did it, it was all right. It was fine. But what I didn't like also was pertaining to Superman this time.
Yeah. Is
they still through this whole length of time with that 6-month period, as we're talking from the Man of Steel movie to now, you would think that Superman would have learned something new by now. and yet he seems like he's still trying to learn that, but he's being smug about his power when he's not normally smug at all.
Yeah, he actually is smug about his power in this
Yeah.
movie. That rubbed me the wrong way too. I don't want a smug Superman who's an asshole. Yeah.
Batman can take care of him.
Yeah. No, see, Superman is not supposed to. He's supposed to be a Boy Scout, someone who's morally uncorruptible.
Yeah, and the way he looks.
Except when Joker kills Lois Lane, and then you put your fucking fist through Joker's chest.
And the court scene, if anything, amplifies the point that they're making Superman smug.
Yeah. He doesn't even need to be there if he didn't want to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are they going to
And
enforce that?
and then that whole fight with Lois in the bathtub before they started getting, he had a bit of a tough with her about it, and he seemed a little smug in that scene too. Like, I shouldn't have to give a shit. And then his mom even seemed smug. You don't owe these people anything. You don't have to do anything for them.
But notice that she's saying what she was not allowed to say with Ben being alive, though.
Yeah.
I like that side of his mom.
Yeah.
She had all right to say all of this. Lois is a reporter.
Yeah.
She should be the one saying, you do need to be there.
Yeah.
She didn't say anything.
Yeah. She was like, I'll leave it up to you. No, you're a goddamn fucking...
Bullshit. You're going to put in the papers tomorrow if I don't show up that he does not care for us. And if I show up, he bent over the royal spoon.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, there was all this undertones, too, about him being like God or Jesus or some shit
They
like
definitely
that.
played on to that when he did not prove a thing that he's God.
Yeah, or Jesus. He was like their savior. He could destroy the world or save it.
At least in Dark Knight Returns, we saw a lot more of Bruce's capability as a man taking down Superman.
Yeah.
There was not a whole lot of kryptonite use. There was, but there wasn't a lot either.
Yeah.
In this, we've shown his dependency that he can only take Superman down with the use of kryptonite. I did not like that, but I liked it for the fight.
Well, there are two things that take down Superman Kryptonians. And we saw this too in the fight with Doomsday and Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman has a magic sword, and that motherfucking magic sword cut deep into goddamn Doomsday.
Yeah.
It cut Doomsday.
It did.
It could cut Superman just as easily.
That it could.
In fact,
he's prone to magic.
In fact, I remembered something in the Justice League where Chitara, that's her name, right?
Cheetah.
Is that her name, Chitara?
Just cheetah. Looks like a cheetah.
Yeah, the cheetah lady.
She's cheetah.
Amazon. Well, she gets more magical power. She gets like this amulet, and like her claws grow longer, and her mane grows bigger.
Yeah.
And then she just starts Chitara, and then she starts beating the shit out of Superman, and Superman's like, please stop.
Voodoo magic.
Yeah.
Still counts as
magic. It beats the shit. I hate when people say that too. Oh, Superman's overpowered. Motherfucker, get me a magic wand. Hey, get Harry Potter in here. He'll beat his ass.
Bring back Mxyzptlk.
Yeah. Because there are actually two things that Superman is weak to. Magic and kryptonite. And magic, there's a lot of magic supervillains. You get all those motherfuckers together, they'll kill Superman.
Just look at Parasite.
Fucking Doctor Strange could kill Superman like that.
Oh, you think you're strong? Now you believe you're mush.
Yeah. He's also... we've also seen time and time again that Superman is susceptible to mind-altering magic or
visual, not to
substances.
his mind.
No, to
if he sees it.
No, his actual mind. They've brainwashed him a number of times, dude.
Which is why they put in the later cartoon movies about how he did all the kinds of mind play and
shit. Even the Joker used mind control Joker stuff and made him. You haven't read this comic book, but you really need to. It's the End Game with Joker versus Batman. The End Game. Oh, the bestest fucking comic book ever. Because the whole Justice League. The Joker mind controls the whole Justice League, and Batman has to fight Superman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and with the Joker. They all have Joker makeup on. Because the Joker infected him with his special Joker toxin that makes them all crazy. It's fucking. I have it in there. You need to read it. It's literally like the definitive Batman versus Batman versus Joker storyline. Plus, it's got a bunch of other shit in it too. It's so great. I love it. Back to the shitty parts.
And then my other negative, just Wonder Woman, just all of it.
I don't agree with you on this. I'm sorry.
She is tweaking.
There are different variations of Wonder Woman.
And they are all at least the same size or close to that of Superman. She is tiny, teeny. Her shield didn't even... They had to make it special size for this actress's body because she was not physically capable of holding the kind of shield that Diana Prince is meant to.
I'm sorry, but this is a goddamn... you're not going to get the same thing. I'm sorry, it's
there
not
was
gonna happen.
several actresses that they shown in the screenshots that would have fit the bill better than her.
Maybe we should have got that bitch from Game of Thrones.
Yes!
That big, tall, blonde bitch.
I would go with that. Make her blonde again. I don't care. She fits the bill. I do not care.
They could have gave her a wig with long hair or whatever.
Yeah, that was fine.
I don't agree with you on this because I think she looks great either way, dude. She was just as sassy with Batman too.
The sassy is only one piece of it.
Yeah, well, no, it's one piece of it, but it's
and
an
they basically
piece.
made her a thief. Diana Prince has never been a thief.
That's true. Well, you forget this Diana Prince has been exiled. You can tell. There are a couple of storylines where Diana has been exiled from the island.
Okay, fantastic. We're going on another tangent line in the movies again.
Well,
we know that bode well, just like as Spider-Man 3.
Well played.
Uh-huh.
Well played. Well, I mean, let's think about this. All right, you're exiled from the island. You're no longer allowed to be part of the Amazon island. This has happened to Diana several times,
and she still gets welcomed back.
In some of the storylines, yeah, later on, but at first she's exiled like a motherfucker. You know what you have to do when you're exiled? You don't have anything to your name. What do you think she had to do up for a long time?
So that's going to magically make her smaller?
No, it's going to magically make her a thief. And know the ways of a thief. Why? Because you had to live by yourself and get your own things. And since the 1800s, too, she had to do that. She was, if we're following this storyline, she was basically, this is my theory, she was basically exiled in the 1800s. She fought in the Civil War in 1912. Or whatever war they were fucking fighting.
World War I.
World War I. Whatever. She was fighting with them in 1912. You know, she basically probably had no choice at that point. Maybe they had an artifact from an Amazon thing or some shit like that she needed to get. But when you're exiled from your home world, you know nothing of the outside world. And come on, it's a fucking island. She didn't know anything about the outside world. So she has a couple of choices, and one of them is to become a thief.
Okay, so if we go with the exile thing, it still does not give.
And she was not a thief. She borrowed it. She borrowed it. She gave it back to Bruce Wayne. It was in his glove compartment.
Okay, she broke into his car.
Yeah, she still just like Selena Kyle would say, "I'm just borrowing it, Batman. I'll give it back to you later."
Indefinitely, but
and later on, she would give it back to him and some more.
Ah, yes. Oh, Selena Kyle.
Yeah, Selena Kyle's hot as shit. I still love the storyline with Selena Kyle and Batman getting married and and Batman finally has his own family and he has a child.
And then becomes into DC's Punisher after they all get killed.
Well, it was only in that weird Batman. You know that Batman cartoon, right?
Yeah.
The Batman Brave and the Bold or whatever. It was only in that storyline, but I still liked it. I didn't care for it either, but I liked that storyline a lot.
It wasn't the Batman I didn't like in that either. It was the other heroes that how they made them. They made Aquaman like some TV star.
Well, I'm saying that they actually gave Batman happiness. They let him have a family, and they let him be happy. Unlike the Batman Beyond story where he dies an old, bitter man.
I like that story.
I don't. It's fucked up. Come on, at least give Batman a wife and a kid. and a purpose in life instead of dying old and bitter in his home with a wheelchair and a dog.
I am sure that he had many happy moments that led to him having a kid he did not know about with his one night stand women.
Oh, yeah, well, Terry McGinnis is his kid, his fucking, his government issued kid. It was, because they took his DNA and they put it in a woman. Yeah, that was the most fucked up thing.
I just can't believe that for every one night stand he remembered the condom. I cannot believe this.
Yeah, especially how passionate Batman gets with those bitches sometimes.
Oh yeah.
He's just like, just a minute, I need my bat condom. It's like
the only guaranteed condom that will actually work.
Yeah, because it's made by billionaire. That's funny.
Only not to work because he forgot to put it on.
Oh yeah, he definitely didn't put it on with Damian. I kind of like that they gave him a son in the New 52 series. Because, I mean, the Batman legacy kind of needs to live on, you know?
That it does, and especially through someone like that.
Yeah, I agree. So, the only thing you didn't like, is there some things that you did like about Wonder Woman? Besides the tallness? Because that's kind of stupid, in my opinion, bro.
Besides the tallness, besides her being a dwarf, besides her...
She wasn't a dwarf!
Besides her being scrawny, besides her being more or less a thief-minded, and her being... her...
Okay, now let me tell you another thing that I didn't like about this movie. There was a fucking advertisement right before the movie of the... you know the car... The Jeep he has in the beginning of the movie and he's navigating through Gotham? There was a goddamn commercial for that Jeep right before the movie started. And I was like, this is going to make me hate this movie.
It shows how special it
Fuck
was.
you. Fuck you.
If that car can hold up against a Kryptonian attack, everyone needs that car.
No, it wasn't the Bat car. It was the Jeep that he was navigating through.
That's what I said.
City.
It held up against the Kryptonian attack.
Yeah.
Look, any other car's suspension was fucked. That one drove on. There's a reason Bruce Wayne endorsed that car.
It made me hate the first scene because I knew that they took an excerpt from that scene and made it into a fucking car commercial.
It made me want that car.
It made me hate that scene.
It made me feel
Fuck
safer.
yourself. I don't want that car.
During an alien invasion, I'm going for that Jeep.
You mean the billionaire Jeep that you wouldn't have, only he would have?
It was the same
car.
No,
it was a billionaire Jeep that he flew in with Alfred.
So only that car was special?
Yeah.
Anyone else who buys that car?
If he tried to pick up another car, yeah, it wouldn't be the same. If he used any other car, that was his special, like, billionaire guy car.
I'll go to Donald Trump and ask him to do it for me.
What the fuck ever. You know what I want to see, though? I kind of want to see a movie version of Injustice, just so I could see Superman fucking put his fist right through Joker. That would be epic shit.
Anally or throat?
What? Did you say anally?
Well, the wrist says...
He put him through I said chest, not asshole.
Fucking
weirdo.
I just heard you say through the Joker. So.
Yeah, he put his fist through the Joker's chest because the Joker killed Lois. And Lois was also pregnant.
I guess I stopped hearing when you said through the Joker, so.
Yeah.
Because
obviously we know what you think about when someone says through. That means you think about anal stuff.
Not always.
You're a fucking sick fuck, you know that?
It's late at night.
Yeah, it is really late at night when we're doing this shit. But other than that, you know, other than those things, I thoroughly enjoyed this movie and I give it a 9 out of 10.
Out of 10, I'll give it a 7.3.
You're gay.
I'm sorry, man.
Also, I can't wait for that Aquaman standalone movie. It's gonna be great.
I can't wait for Doctor Strange.
That's the last topic we can talk about. The standalone movies that are coming out. Obviously, there's gonna be more standalone Superman movies.
Hoping for it.
And they already finished the script for the next Batman standalone film.
Awesome.
Which is Ben Affleck again.
Thank goodness.
Oh, they also did a training sequence in this movie with Batman training or was it CrossFit? It's that training where you do where you hit tires and you do rope stuff. It was basically a little commercial. It was a training video, but it was also a commercial for that kind of exercising. Basically, he took a sledgehammer and he was hitting it against a tire, and then a box full of like chains, and you move it across, and then the rope thing where you go like this, where you like move them around, and yeah, it's a certain kind of like manly men training or some shit like that they have, and I was like, this looks like.
What I thought was kind of odd was for the fight scenes, they definitely made those moves apparent.
Yeah, they made them super apparent. It looked better than the fucking Dark Knight Risings, where goddamn.
Oh my gosh.
The fighting sequences in that movie were bullshit.
The suit was the big thing.
Yeah.
He was able to move.
Yeah.
He did that. He moved shoulder to shoulder. He could move his head.
Yeah.
He didn't have to move his body.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't just that, but when you saw them fighting, you know the whole last scene where everybody's fighting each other?
He was holding back every punch.
No, the criminals, you could see their punches and they weren't making contact. You could see the not punches making contact, and it made me laugh so fucking hard.
That's what happens when you do a bulky suit.
Yeah, but we got a new standalone movie for Batman, and you know what that means? It means new Joker.
Well, they could do another villain, though.
No, fuck you. I want Joker.
They've done many Jokers.
I don't give a
They
shit.
spam Joker out the ass.
I don't give a shit about any other villain except the Joker. I've said this many a time. And Mr. Freeze. I like Mr. Freeze.
Several that they can choose, though.
No, I want more Joker. I don't care about Penguin or Bane or the
I don't
Riddler.
care about Penguin so much either. I want to see another Riddler.
I do want to see another Riddler. Actually, I would enjoy that. And
Yes.
and I kind of want to see a not funny looking Danny DeVito Penguin.
The Penguin was never really a menace to Batman.
Yeah, the Penguin was like always one of those side criminals who Batman always took down easily.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
the
it
Penguin's
was
like,
his-
go get 'em, boys.
it
And
was his
Batman was
henchmen It was his henchmen that
they did all the work. It's very true.
And also,
If you've been watching Gotham, though, the apparently,
I love Gotham.
yeah, I haven't been watching it, but apparently they've been making one hell of a cool ass Riddler.
They have. They definitely built him up greatly.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to seeing him in season 2.
I haven't started watching season 2 because I'm the kind of person who likes to watch seasons after they finish,
Oh, dude.
so I can spam the shit out of it.
Season 1 was amazing.
I agree.
Season 2
Season 1 was amazing.
Season 2 was just phenomenal.
I'm not that kind of person who likes to wait though. You know.
That's how I felt about Game of Thrones. I
Yeah.
cannot wait to watch season 5.
Well, it's for me.
It's been out for a while now.
Yeah, but for me, it's gonna be 10 weeks later, because literally, they're gonna start the show, and I'm not gonna watch it till 10 weeks later after the 10th episodes come out. Then I'm gonna spam the shit out of it and watch all the episodes in 2 days. Cause that's just how I am, dude. I don't like that shit. It pisses me off. I don't like having to wait. I have to do that with One Piece already, and it pisses me off.
Oh, dude, you're thousands of episodes away.
Oh, dude, I am so I'm caught up to One Piece all the way. I've read all the manga and I've watched all the goddamn episodes, including the specials. I'm a fanboy for One Piece all the way, dude. One Piece taught me about what it actually means to be a man. That's how good that fucking show is, and you fans of One Piece know what I'm talking about. You fans that haven't watched One Piece, watch that shit. You'll learn how to be a man, and you'll cry too, because there are so many scenes in that show that make you just fucking go. Ah.
I cried during Balto.
Yeah, we all cried during Balto.
I like Balto.
I'm also looking forward to a standalone Wonder Woman movie,
Not
a
looking forward.
standalone Flash movie,
Looking forward.
and a standalone Aquaman movie. I'm
Looking
not really
forward.
I'm not really looking forward to a standalone.
Not any high
Cyborg.
expectations, but I hope they do him justice.
Yeah,
Definitely not Hell's Angel.
I'm not looking
Cut
forward.
his hair.
I'm not looking forward to a standalone Cyborg movie though, because
Why would they even do that?
Why?
He's only been a sidekick
That
character
doesn't make
anyway.
any fucking sense.
He won't. They're not just because they have him in there.
He's
does
a
not mean
team
that
character.
It does not at all mean that he's going to get a standalone.
I swear, he's just.
He's not going to get a standalone.
I really hope not. Yeah, we thought Ant-Man would never get his own standalone, and look at that shit.
Touche. Yeah, I still have yet to see it, but still, honestly,
It's really good.
It
I like it. It's funny
It
as
still
shit.
looks like a travesty, though, for the Marvel Universe.
Anyways, that's all for our podcast today. We hope you guys enjoyed it, and we love you.
Have an earful.
But next time, put on some lipstick, because you don't look too good right now.
And bring some cake.
Yeah, bring some cake and flowers.
Prove them wrong that the cake is not a lie.
I don't just spread my legs open for anybody. You put on some lipstick and bring some flowers.
What kind of flowers?
Daisies.
I like marigolds.
Anyways, we guys hope you enjoyed our podcast. Have a good night. And we'll see you in the next realm.